What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Paperbound. This is a local multiplayer brawler by Dissident Logic, who are actually a former Call of Duty Advanced Warfare developer. Obviously, being local multiplayer only, it's kind of difficult for me to show you this off with other flesh bags, as it were. So I will be playing as bots, which is hopefully enough to give you a feel for mechanics and an idea of whether this is the kind of thing you'd want to play with your friends. But as I say, obviously I can't actually give you the real feel and the dynamic of playing with other people because I don't have that option. So I'm afraid that's all I can deliver. Within the options menu, we have resolution is kind of a little bit limited. You've got 720p, 1080p. For some reason it does specifically say P. I don't know why. I mean, most people probably know what that means, but it's kind of odd that it would do that. You've got a few 4:3 resolutions, and you can have your native resolution as well. So I want that to be 720. We have dust particles are kind of going to be your main performance thing. I think there's kind of dust particle effects in the background. If you're having issues, I suspect that's probably what you'd want to turn down. And then most of this is just personal preference kind of things. You can adjust the save zone to fit things on the screen better, show the HUD, glow trails, controller image is just sort of how your kind of the tutorial image, as it were, to show you how the controls work. I will be going through those with you, so do not fret. Volume, you've got all the music and sound effects on separate, well, they're not sliders, they're increments, but it's nice to see that they're separate, so that's good. And yes, again, more sort of personal preference stuff down here. You can stop, I guess that's to stop accidental pausing in the middle of a frantic multiplayer battle, which can happen, that can happen, so you have to hold the button for it to pause. It's kind of a nice tweak, that, actually, I like that. But there we go, so let's head on in, let's have a look. So we've got free-for-all and teams are kind of separate options on the main menu there. We'll just go for a free-for-all match. You know, classic versus is going to be your deathmatch style-y thing. Survival is you start with lives and you deplete the lives when you die. And Long Live the King is, it's kind of, it goes by various names in various modes, but in this one, yeah, if you kill the player, you become the king, and you can only earn points by killing other players whilst you are the king. And if someone else kills you while you're king, they become the king. So there you go. I'll show you versus mode, and I'll have a game of Long Live the King as well, just so you can see the things. It's our character select screen, so got a bunch of different ones. Eddie is kind of your vanilla default male character, Jasmine's your vanilla default female character. You got a bunch of different ones themed with throughout the different styles of the books in the game, the pages of which that we're going to be fighting on, that will be the arenas. So you've got Mastodon, a Skull Soldier, a bunch of different stuff, like I say, all different themed according to the books. Then we've got some sort of indie game references going on as well. We've got Captain Viridian from VVVVVV, Goblin King from Tumblestone, and John Vive the Protector from Cards and Castles. I don't know that one, that's the one I don't know, to be honest. And Juan from Guacamele, and also Locksmith from Monaco, a couple from Monaco, in fact, yes. I shall hop in as Monk seems fun, I'll go with Monk. You can press up and down to change the colours as well, so if multiple players want to be the same person, you can differentiate yourselves accordingly. So let's be the Monk. This is how the arenas work. For some reason it gives you a little one to run around and play with. I guess maybe just to get to grips with the controls whilst people are picking characters, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So it's something to do while you're waiting, I suppose. Really, when you've got one player, it shouldn't make you wait like that, though. It should just be like, look, just play. There's only one player here. But there you go. If there are multiple players, yeah, you can see how someone might want to back out and, oh no, I want to change my mind. But when you use a single player, it's like, just start the game. Anyway, choose the arena. We can change the options before we get in, but to 10 points seems to be pretty reasonable standard. We've got a bunch of different books, all with different themes. We've got to start with, we've got A Journey to the Center of the Earth, which sounds as though it would be Jules Verne themed. It looks a bit more fancy. You've got things like the Mushroom Sea, the Cave of Mysteries. It's kind of, it's a very artistic kind of thing. You can see the style and layout of the arena on the right-hand page there. So it's kind of a very arty, fancy kind of look. The Labyrinth for 4 players. Go to the next book. We've got Skull Kingdom, which is more of a sort of hand-drawn kind of look. I like the style of this one. These are kind of cool. It's a bit more of a darker theme. We head up to the top book. We've got a Book of 5 Rings, which seems to be predominantly kind of a Japanese kind of style theme. We've got Book of Fire, Water, Earth, Wind, and Void. We've got a Book of the Dead, which is kind of an ancient Egypt kind of theme. Temple of the Gods, Spirit Stones, Sunglow. A lot of these arenas are going to have different things going on in them to make them kind of interesting. Inferno is a... There's a lot of things to die on in Inferno. These arenas are really, I think, a bit more for the advanced player. You have to play a few matches before it even unlocks, and there's a lot of things in here that will kill you if you stand on them. Pages of Pain, all the red stuff in these maps, all the bits that are red, if you stand on them, you die. I mean, this one's like almost entirely red on the outside, which is kind of horrifying to begin with. And then you've got Grinder, which is really nasty because, yeah, like, there's a lot of red, and the floors are mostly moving as well, so you will just kind of fall off and die, like, a lot. So, you need to be probably pretty good at the game before you start attempting things like these levels, I suspect. Because I tried it, and I just ended with, like, a score of -15, and it's like, I'm not going to do that one again. So we're going to start at the beginning. Let's start with one of the basic arenas. I'll show you the basic game in the Mushroom Sea. We'll just have one bot, because it's a very small map, it's for 2 players. I'm the monk, the little guy running around the bottom. Jasmine's trying to kill me. We can press right bumper to invert gravity. And gravity is kind of local to you. Each player kind of has its own local gravity, and it's also relative to what you're stood on in the world. So if I'm stood on a surface that's like sideways or diagonal, and I invert gravity, it literally inverts it. It turns it to be the other direction. We have a variety of weapons at our disposal. You can see Jasmine throwing most of them at me already. If I press right trigger, I can swing a pencil as a sword, or she can do that to me and kill me brutally. We're carrying scissors with us. I can throw scissors at her and hit her with those, kind of a projectile. If you use the right, it just fires in the direction you throw the right stick, to be honest. So if you just push the right stick, it just fires in that direction. I can do that. If it doesn't hit a player, it will stick into the floor and can be picked up and reused as ammunition, so I'm going to use hers against her. And you can see a little red thing hovering over our head, which is a counter for a ink bottle, which is our final shot, which is kind of a big explosive shot. You only get 1 per life, and it's not reusable, so make the most of it. The scissors, as I say, if you miss, they can be picked up again, or if someone else can pick them up. And as you can see there, if you're really, really good at it, and the bots are a lot better at it than I am, you can deflect people's shots. If they throw scissors at you, you can hit them back with your pencil, and hopefully get them in the face. They fly fast enough that if you can deflect a shot like that, you probably will get the kill, to be honest. They fly... Yeah, I didn't have time to react to that. I tried, I didn't. I failed. I'm not that good. The bots are really good at it, but they are bots. And then when the match is, well, once we've reached the score, the match doesn't actually end. This opens up the page tear, because I've hit 10, which is the limit. That page tear opens up. And she's going to go on the defensive now, as you can see she already is. I need to get to that. If I die on the way there... If I die, yeah, the tear closed. I rather thought I'd got into that one. So, in order to open that up again, I need to get another kill now. I need to kill her to open up that tear once more. So there you go. Open the tear. It usually doesn't appear anywhere near where you are, so... Let's see if I can just... Oh, god damn it. So you usually have to make your way, or go across a good part of the arena just to get to that kind of bit. And you're probably going to have to fight off everybody, because everybody's going to be trying to stop you doing that. But there we go, that was a good one. Good shot with the scissors to open the way out. And there's a quick list of all the kills that were racked up during the course of the match. On some of the ones like the, on the Long Live the King one, you can have quite a list there, because it lists every kill regardless of whether it scores a point or not, and there can be a lot of kills. Anyway, let's have a look at a different arena. Let's actually try a different book. I haven't tried all of these because there are a lot of arenas, so I've not played all of them. I'm not sure how they all work. This one's... Actually, I have tried this one. This one's kind of an interesting one. How many is this one designed for? Best for any number of players. Sure, I'll have 3 players then. So, gives a quick show how to do it. There we go, we're going up against one of the Egyptian guys and Tumblestone guy, I guess. And obviously the noteworthy feature of this level is that it does rotate, and you can kind of hit them through that corner gap there, but you can't get through it. So it kind of just forces an interesting dynamic where there's parts of the level where it's, now we're literally separated. I can't get to those guys because there's literally a wall in the way for part of it. So again, it's going to be much the same, but yeah, the different movements of the levels kind of creates a different dynamic. It's kind of cool. Say with the Inferno stuff, there's a lot of things that will kill you in the levels as well. So there's a lot of interesting and different things going on in the levels. It's kind of cool. It's some very cool design. I like it. I'm really liking the style of the game as well. It's set within the book's kind of cool. And obviously you then got 5 different styles of arena as well. I like that. I like that kind of the dark levels as well. Am I really at 10 already? What the heck? That was like really quick. Oh, got you, got you. Oh god, I'm stuck on the other side of the eye! Oh man. Where do I want to be? I want to be... Oh. It's kind of difficult, because everyone does just go for you the moment you've got the way out. You can, if you can kill the player that's trying to get out, you can force the game to carry on for a very long time. You can keep it going until you take the lead and can win. So, where's my tear? My tear's there. Ta-da! I think they got caught on the eyeball, didn't they? That's kind of seemed a little bit cheaty against the AI. With players, I think they could have given me a good fight over that one. And yeah, like I say, we're playing to 10 points, but it ends up forcing me to get 14 points just because I just have to really battle my way out of the arena. So this is kind of create an interesting kind of end game scenario at the end of each match, which is cool. Let's head on out. I will say I'm really enjoying the music as well. The music, especially in the menu music, I really like the menu music. I don't know why. This one it really works for me. I wanted Long Live the King, that's what we wanted, so let's head on in. Yes, we shall be Monk. I'd like to speed this up, please. It's not going to let me though, but I would like to. I will show you... Oh, good lord, let's do some Inferno, just because I want to show you the bits that will kill you. That eye will kill us. A bit of a grotesque level. So, ow, wow, good start. Yeah, so you see these red bits? If I step in them, I die. Mercifully, I don't lose points here, but I guess it varies on the game type. I think if you're just doing the arena in these, you lose points if you step in them. Effectively committing suicide does cost you a point. In Long Live the King, we're literally trying to kill the king, and we don't even have a king yet. So now we do. The thing is, it's quite, with the levels where it's quite easy for people to die, you kind of end up with this weird kind of dynamic where you end up with no king like a lot of the time, which just basically ends up turning into a free-for-all trying to kill each other because, well, the king has died due to idiocy, jumping into whatever the heck that red stuff's supposed to be. Eyeball juice. Disgusting eyeball juice. This is whoa, nice deflects. Don't mind if I do. It was completely accidental, I can assure you. I can't deflect them that well. So, the Long Live the King's kind of got a very strange kind of dynamic insofar as, and I presume this is by design choice, you don't get points, like I say, you get points if you kill someone while you're king, but you don't get points immediately. It takes a second. So if I can, yeah. Come on, no. If you kill someone, you kind of, it seems to take a moment before the points actually register. Unless I've completely misinterpreted it, maybe you just get points over time for being king? Is that what I'm thinking? I'm now wondering if I've got the game entirely wrong. Either way, yeah, it seems to be... I don't know, I'm trying to keep an eye on the game to see how it plays out now, because I feel like I've gotten Long Live the King wrong this whole time. But I can't live long enough to test it out, which is such is the nature of the AI trying to murder me brutally. Now, the game claims to have dynamic AI. I'm not sure what that means other than if you do well against it, it gets harder, I think, to be honest, for the most part. Because I've noticed in a lot of matches the AI starts out taking it fairly easy on you, and then if you kill it a bunch of times, it'll suddenly turn around and just start massacring you. So, I've seen that before in other games that were supposed to have dynamic AI. Basically, all it just kind of does is ramp up the difficulty, like, for ages. I'm gonna let those guys fight it out and see if I get any points for hanging around. Yeah, I'm getting points for not getting kills, so it must be based on time. I was misinformed by myself about the nature of the game. However, I've corrected myself, so... do not be misinformed, like me. So yeah, the objective is to stay alive for at least a little while, and not jump in the red gunk. Red gunk will get you killed. Oh, wow. Juan's already on a winning streak, but Blue's gonna get him. I'm not good at this game type. I think this is kind of a more skilled game type. See, like I say, the nature of kind of having to stay alive, keep yourself alive for as long as possible, while everyone's going to be gunning for you. It does require a bit of skilled gameplay. And I think there we go. He's out. He wins. He wins. Never mind. There's the ridiculous number of kills, more so than 11, way more. Yeah, I think that game's kind of when you get bored of the ordinary killing each other, I suppose. It gives you something to demand a little more high-level gameplay from you. There you go. That's the two main game types. I think you can probably figure out what Last Man Standing is. And so you've got a couple of other arena types in there as well. So you've got a variety of different styles and flavors and different effects and mechanics and things going on. There's a lot of cool arena design going on. I quite like this game. I do think I would like to get this at our Button Mash events, so if you're the sort of person who tends to attend those, keep an eye out for this at the next one, because I would like to get this going, because this is kind of cool. Because I would like to play it with other people rather than just against these bots, to be quite honest. But there you go, that's Paperbound. This is out now on Steam. It's available for £6.99, your regional equivalent. And I think I would certainly recommend this. I would. I think it's a cool little game. If you're looking for something to play with friends, you could do pretty well with this, I think. However, if you're just trying to play, you know, some solo games at home on your PC by yourself, well, you might have a harder time because it's, like I say, you're only going to have bots. So that's the problem with local multiplayer, really. It really is. But there you go. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. This has been Paperbound. I will see you next time.